Viewer discretion is advised.
Boom, perfect timing.
In the realm of First Amendment rights, a question arises regarding whether flipping the middle finger at the police is protected speech or if it is considered illegal. The First Amendment guarantees freedom of speech with certain exceptions such as obscenity, incitement, fighting words, and true threats. In fact, the Supreme Court has emphasized that police officers, when confronted with verbal challenges to their actions, are expected to exercise greater restraint compared to the general public. Lower courts have consistently ruled that the act of directing the middle finger gesture at an officer without any additional factors does not provide a legitimate basis for arrest. Officer Nathan Baker would pepper spray Adam Rupika after pulling him over. The reason for the stop was because Mr. Rupika had made an obscene gesture, flipping his middle finger at the officer. Mr. Rupika would withhold his license and registration from Officer Baker until he was provided with clarification regarding the charges he was facing. In response to Mr. Rupika's refusal, Officer Baker resorted to pepper spraying Mr. Rupika in the face, then forcibly extracting him from the vehicle.
Hello, license registration?
What are you pulling me over for?
I'll be glad to tell you as soon as you give me your information.
Well, I'll give you my information once you can articulate what crime I've committed.
Okay, license registration.
What crime have I committed?
Okay, step out of the vehicle.
What crime have I committed?
Step out of the vehicle.
This is being recorded.
I saw your camera. Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Step out.
That's not a charge for...
Step out of the vehicle. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct. You gonna comply? Are you gonna comply?
I can't.
Unbuckle. Unbuckle and step out of the vehicle.
I'm going to sue the shit out of you guys.
Unbuckle. Step out
I
of the vehicle.
am.
Put your hands behind your back. There you go.
The Supreme Court has ruled that giving you guys the finger is not disorderly conduct. Freedom of speech.
Well, you happen to know? Our judge needs to decide otherwise.
Well, he can't override the Supreme Court.
Maybe you're just doing it.
Not.
No, you're right. That's move this so it isn't broken. Keep recording if you want. That's fine.
You know, I can't see.
Well, see, we're talking about this.
No, pepper sprayed me.
Shoot, bumpers. Take a seat in the great best there, everybody. True. Right there. Perfect. Sit tight. I'll be right back. EMS are on the way for you. Stop. down.
11521, 11521.
Sit down.
I'm having trouble breathing.
Sit down, or I'm going to sit you down.
I'm having trouble breathing, and standing helps get
Sit
the
down.
pressure off my lungs. I explained to you I had surgery on my throat and everything.
I'm very happy it was successful. Sit down.
Last name.
EMS is going to come check you out, okay?
He's breathing just fine. He's talking and breathing. He's good.
EMS is going to check you
I know you're out of problem. Adam, sit down, or I'm going to sit you down.
Address 37.
There you go. Sit down.
There's a health concern.
Sit down, or I'm going to sit you down.
It's a health.
Sit down.
Sit down. Sit down.
Down.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down. All right. Lay down on space.
There you go. Now you're sit. Don't get up.
You done being a douchebag, or you want to cooperate? I can tase you, I can pepper spray you again, I can use hard hand strikes. Show you prefer, Adam. Which is it?
Very professional.
I'm a professional kind of guy.
Listen, are you going to behave? The EMS is here.
If you stand up again without being ordered to do so, I'm going to tase you. Do you understand that? So yes or no?
Do you want to be looked at by EMS?
Step out for a minute. We got to come back.
Adam, do you want to be looked at by EMS?
Yes.
Okay. Then are you going to...
You're under arrest.
Officer Baker's...
Some of your freedoms are gone. Okay? While you're in my custody, you obey my orders, or I will make you obey them. Do you understand that? It's a very simple question.
I'm ready for EMS.
Not until you're cooperative, you're not. How's that sound? And you're breathing just fine. Or are you going to cooperate?
For EMS, yep.
Marvelous. Come on, guys. This is Adam. He's been pepper sprayed. All right. Recording his breathing difficulties.
Okay. Adam, what's your last name?
R-U-P-E-K-A.
R-U-P-E. Okay, thank you.
And these handcuffs are cutting off circulation to my hands.
Don't worry about that, EMS.
Because you're overweight.
There's that professionalism again.
I'm a professional kind of guy.
Adam Rupica was charged with obstructing governmental administration and resisting arrest. He was also ticketed for having an obstructed view. However, City Court Judge Jeffrey Waite dropped those charges based on the recommendation from Saratoga County District Attorney Karen Hagan, a move supported by Saratoga Springs Police Chief Gregory Veach. While conducting my investigation, I stumbled upon a YouTube video made by Adam Rupica. This well-crafted video captures crucial moments, including Mr. Rupica's injuries, the intense encounter at the tow truck company when he was getting his vehicle back, and the formal complaint he filed against Officer Baker.
No credit, not even a different credit card for the tow?
We cannot take a credit card for police tows. The simple reason is every time we take a credit card for a police tow, the people leave here with their vehicle, they call up and cancel the transaction. So the boss says no more.
Do you have an ATM somewhere around here?
There's a Stewart store, about where that car just hit the brake lights.
Yeah.
There's a side road that goes down and around. There's a Stewart store with an ATM there. I'm sorry, but that's company policy, and it's been like that for 20 years. I can't change it. I just work here.
Okay, and what's the total?
$153.75.
Okay, I'll be back.
Sorry, but
Here you go. This is for making the complaint?
Yes.
Okay, what about my property? Well, one...
Your camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a proper receipt.
Okay, and I want it very clear that you do not have my permission to have it. I do not consent to you.
We took it as evidence. We don't have to have it.
You do when it's a camera.
So he got the customer on a calmer understanding, and he's just listening to.
See, he came out last Saturday, so after all this happened, Saturday morning, he came out.
Okay, this is for you.
He was very cordial.
That's a receipt that we have your camera. Okay, so you need to fill that out and bring that back to me. You can do it right now if you like.
I'm going to be doing it right now. And
good.
Baker is his name?
Yes.
Okay, and because I feel that you are taking my property without my permission also, do I need to do a separate complaint, or do you guys handle that as a group thing?
No, that's just for Officer Baker if that's who you have the complaint against.
Okay, then I want one for you also for taking my property.
No.
What do you mean no?
Because we took your property lawfully for evidence.
That's your opinion.
Yes. Well, add that in that then.
I would like one for you now.
Add that in that.
I would like one for you.
For me, for what?
Taking my property.
I didn't take your property. Officer Baker took your property. I didn't physically take your property.
Okay, and you're the one in charge right now?
Yes.
And you're not giving it back?
Correct.
Okay, so I want a complaint for you for not giving me my property back.
No. You can.
You can't deny for a complaint. Your boss can say, no, it's not founded, but you can't deny me to make a complaint against a police officer.
An unfounded complaint? Fine.
That's up to your boss to do.
Yeah, I'll make a copy for you. Whatever you feel like doing. Here are 3 copies in case you feel you need to make a unfounded complaint against somebody else.
All right, just hold on a second so I can spell your
Cadorez.
J.
And that's Sergeant.
And badge number?
11.
And what is Baker's number? You have no idea.
I have no idea. It doesn't matter. N Baker. N.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back in a few minutes after filling it out.
At the time, Chief Veach said that Officer Baker's conduct was inappropriate. Quote, "The job of a police officer is not to drive around delivering attitude adjustments to those citizens who show unmistakable signs of being in need of one," end quote. Chief Veach added that even if Officer Baker had been provoked, his actions were inconsistent with the department's policies, training methods, and values. Upon the public revelation of the confrontation between Officer Baker and Adam Rupika, Officer Baker was promptly suspended from his position within the Saratoga Police Department. Subsequently, Officer Baker opted to resign from the department, effectively terminating his tenure as a member of the police force.
Today we learned self-proclaimed cop watcher Adam Rupika received $50,000 to settle his case against the Saratoga Springs Police Department. Rupika filed the lawsuit after the charges against him were dropped and Officer Baker resigned from the police force. The settlement was announced last week, but the city wouldn't say how much Rupika was being paid out. CBS 6 filed a Freedom of Information Law request in order to get that information for you.
Nearly a year after his dealings with Officer Baker, Adam Rupika and his girlfriend were found dead in Tijuana, Mexico. It was ruled a double suicide.